Hey guys, Minecraft Wolf here. How you guys doing today? And today I'm doing a video on what the heck's a furry. I know on my Twitter you may have seen some of these furry things like I may have talked about it and whatever. And you may be thinking, what the heck are they? Well, let's dive into this. But first, I'm going to talk about my little furry story. And yes, that is my beautiful little wolfy face. Well, basically from what I can remember, I was just chilling like a villain on, YouTube's, just came across a furry video, as you do. And, I loved it, it was a great idea, very funny, And somewhere around there, like in between, I'm not really too sure because I'm my awesome memory, but, I've just watched some convention videos, basically, for conventions, whatever, fun jazz, and some other free stuff, like fursuit videos, fun jazz, but, and somewhere in between there, again, like my awesome memory, I found, some free music. One was, at the time, it was good, the other one was kind of cringy, but now, when I listen to it, they're both cringy. Actually, one of those songs you can look it up yourself. The first one is, they're both really cringy, but the first one is, Auto Single Furries, it's cringy. And the second one is, I can't think of the name, but I will most likely have it in the link in the description below. Most likely, if I remember. Well, basically, I just found that, it was good and cringy, but, oh well. And, somewhere between it, I found a podcast called Furry Media. They're very great. They're very funny people. They basically do different podcasts to connect furries from all around the world. I'll say a link. Anywho, like after that, I was basically hooked. They're so damn cute and funny. This thing is. And another thing is, I've really always kind of been a furry. At first I didn't know what a furry was, cause, but I certain furry things this is something I would do, fursuiting, dressing up in an animal costume and just running around having fun, messing with people. That's something I would do, cause I'm weird like that. But it's just something I would do, and yeah, that's really all. That's really it. My little story thing, and if you are a furry and you're watching this. And feel free to tell your story down in the comments below if you want. Now let's go on to some furry vocabulary. Yes. The first one is persona. The first one, the persona A, persona. How do you want to say it's persona? How do you pronounce it? Whatever. Well, basically, essentially it is the person's character that they are personifying or portraying, basically. For example, Will, Internet Wolf, that blue wolf, fighting wolf that's on the pictures, that's on my everything, whatever. He could be considered a persona, or whatever, as you do. But it's basically their character, or whatever. And the good thing, and the really cool thing about furries and personas, they're usually, they're personal, basically. It could be really, your persona could be really anything. It could be like what you like to be, or whatever. All that fun jazz. But it's it's nice. Most furries have personas. Not all of them. Maybe some new. If you're a new furry, you probably don't have one yet. But most furries have a persona. And the next one, a fursuit. It's basically the costume or the suit thing that they're wearing, May have seen it, but that's what they are. And this that's what they're here. It's a longing. That sounds subjective. But anywho, it's anthropomorphic. How do you pronounce it? It's essentially giving a thing, a creature, I have this right here. I can't see it, but I have a polar bear plushie here by my computer. If I can make it anthropomorphic. I could give it a human-like characteristics, like a personality and all that fun jazz. That's what it basically. But this word, I don't really like using it because I guess you like you're just like furry or just hanging out or whatever. Someone's like, "Hey, what's a furry?" Like there are people that like anthropomorphic animals. Like what? You heard that? I'm sorry, but like, that's what basically is. Like that's kind of like what? Yeah, it's like what? Like what are you talking about? Like it's kind of a word that's like not really known. It's and for example, Wile E. Coyote, is I cannot English. Now, for example, like Wile E. Coyote, or Bugs Bunny, or Sonic, whatever, they're an quote-unquote anthropomorphic animal, hedgehog, whatever. That's what, yeah. I really don't like this using this word because it's kind of, especially when you're explaining what a furry is to someone, it's kind of meh. Next on the little thing. What are furries? Well, essentially, furries are basically people that just love animals. Some furries dress up, like put on suits and just run around and have fun. Some make music. A lot of them make art, which is really good art. If you haven't seen it, it's really good. Some questionable stuff, but it's good, really good. And they're a very welcoming community. They're a very welcoming community. And the thing is, most people, you might not know you're a furry, but you might be, because if you like anthropomorphic animals, like I said, Bugs Bunny, whatever, you could technically be a furry if you not know it. But a lot of people don't like furries because, that's what they do. Next on, what do furries do? What do furry do? What do furry do? Do. Come in, no. I'm not gonna start singing. No, I would like to, but I say that I say singing for another video. Okay, but some furries, they make art, like draw, really different art, like different art styles. Like I said, they're really great art. Some are digital, some are like hand drawn or whatever. As you do. Since some furries, they fursuit, they put that fursuit on, they go out and about and whatever. And the thing about another thing furries do is they go to conventions, like a furry convention. Like for example, one is like Eurofur. It's like a really big furry convention. There are smaller ones, there are bigger ones. There are also fur meets where a lot of furries go to meet. I've never been to one before, sad face. But as you do, it costs money. Like any convention does. As you do. But that's just something. Another thing, most furries, just enjoy the other stuff, the other work people do. I don't draw or I don't really draw or anything because I'm kind of bad at it. But I like looking at other people's drawing. It's really awesome. And some dance. Some people dance. Some furries dance in the fursuit. It's I don't know. It's hard. Most likely it's hard. But it's dancing. Basically dancing wearing a carpet. That's what it essentially is. They do different things, And another thing about for conventions is, I'm not sure which one, but most of them, I think there's a certain one I can't remember, but it raises a lot of money for that city, because it's of course it would, it's gathering a lot of people into one place, and you need to have food and you have to pay whatever, so it gives the city a lot of money, because furries are basically a really good thing, are really good things, people, phenomenons, I don't know, however you want to say it. Now, let's think about English. Now, on to fursuiting. Yes. And for some reason, some people, not all people, but maybe it's new people, they think you need to have a fursuit to be part of the fandom or group or whatever. But the thing is, you don't. I don't get most furries don't have a fursuit. I'm a furry. They have a fursuit. It's like a kind of a makeshift one. You saw it in the anything. You know, that's basically my essentially my fursuit. Some like thing about fursuits. As you see right there and in the left, those little wonderful cute people. Those are fursuits. Those are technically those are full fursuits. There are other things called there are other fursuits called partial fursuits, where people have basically that's the head, a tail, paws, or or feet. You know, some people have different, like some people just have heads, some people just have whatever. Some people just like wear like ears and whatnot. You know, as you do. You know, not all of us are made of money. And another thing about fursuits, they're expensive. Those are wonderful things. Those things are expensive, really are. Yeah, if you want to get a fursuit, you better like it, because they could be very expensive. It really depends on who you go to, who you commission to get for you. Like, it really all depends. You can make your own, which would cost money. You could buy this material and whatnot, but it costs money, as you do. And another thing about fursuits, it gets very, very hot in a fursuit. Like, it really does. I haven't personally, I haven't been in one. Sad face, I'd like to, but it does get really hot in there, and then fursuiters can pass out. I think at some conventions, I think at some point, at a convention, a furry did pass out. So if you ever do go to a convention and you see just a furry just sitting there, it's like kind of motionless, just like slowly, slightly tap them, see if they're okay. If they don't respond, you can be sleeping, or just get someone, because they could. You have a heat stroke, because it's essentially like wearing a carpet. And to counteract that, like most furries, should have handlers, or fursuit handlers, or whatever you call them. They're basically people that go around, out of suits. They don't have a suit on, or anything. They don't have like a tail or something, but they go around, they basically have a backpack or something, have water or whatever. So they basically if they get tired or something, if they get tired, I'm kind of speaking fast here, but like if they get tired, cause they could whatever, or someone starts to bug them, they could tell the person to stop, or if the furry needs water or something, they could give it to him or whatever. And if he needs to explain what a furry is, because the thing is, most furries in their suit, they don't talk. They could, some do, but some decide to make gestures, like with their hands, whatever. Some do squeaking, some do whatever. Some do talk, which is pretty cool. Like hearing oh my god, it's a giant stuffy, just like talking to me. It's in my dream. Anyway, yeah. And one little note: the picture on the right of the dude that I do not own that, and the other thing I don't own that. They're right there. Anywho, now the thing is, I will not lie, there is some questionable stuff, but it's like a small percent. It is still some questionable stuff, But like any fandom or group or whatever, there will be questionable stuff. Like with anything, any popular thing, there will be rumors. There will be negative, lewd stuff. Stuff. But most furries aren't. It's a very safe community. It's occasional. What you do, as you. From my story, from when I began, there was not a lot, again, of a good chunk to be annoying of questionable stuff, but a lot of good stuff. There's just it's just like that, like the saying, a bad apple rules in the bunch. That's what it is. And you may have heard some stuff about furries, like in the media, whatever. Like a CSI or whatever episode, that's not really true. Anywho, I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to really. I want to keep this kid friendly. I want to try to keep this, appropriate. I don't want to start, saying stuff that I, whatever. Anywho. If you have, that's really it for this. For really all I could think of, if you have any questions or concerns or like anything you want to know, if you want to learn more or whatever, I will have links to different things in the description, most likely, if I remember. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me via the comments, via Twitter. There's ask.com, that's whatever website thing that I have. You can ask me questions. You guys there, that's like Facebook, I guess. You guys, there are different ways you can contact me. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, whatever. Even Vine, actually. I do have a Vine, actually, but I don't really use it that much. But anyway, I'm rambling. I'm rambling. That's what I do. I just ramble. Okay. Anyway, that's just really it. If you have any questions or whatever, just ask me. Feel free. I'll try to answer it the best of my ability. And most of this information I got here is from prior knowledge. I did some studying, because you had to do some prior knowledge. This is most of this is like prior knowledge and whatnot. So hopefully you learned something and hopefully English. No, hopefully you enjoyed it. Hope you got like hope you I really can't. I'm really bad at speeching. Speeching. Yes, I'm really bad at speeching. No, really. I cannot speak English, can I? No. I always do this, but I always ramble at the end of these. But anyway, that's it for this video. If you liked it, feel free to share it. Whatever. Feel free to follow the links in the description below to through my social media and whatever, and to other things to learn more about furries. And like I said, hope you enjoyed this. Hope you learned something or whatever. Hopefully it made you curious to check out the furry fandom. Check the fandom. Like I said, there is some questionable stuff out there. So if you do decide to, look more into it, be careful. You will most likely see some questionable stuff, but I will most likely link some clean stuff down in the description below, if I can remember, of course, to some different furries that are really nice and very clean, that I have considered to be clean, because I do that sometimes. Because sometimes when I in the who to follow thing, I I look at their timeline thingy-mabobber, whatever you want to call it, and I just look at it, see if it's clean or not, and decide, whatever. So enough about this. I'm just gonna keep rambling. Anyway, just hope you enjoyed it, and remember to share it, like it if you like this, and feel free to subscribe if you want. So I'm not gonna force you, and whatever. So what am I gonna say? Just thank you for watching. I've been Minecraft Wolf, and I will see you later. Yes. Bye.